Frieza Log. Stardate March 21st. It has been 4 days since the beginning of Revelation F, the audio drama much anticipated by all fans of MasakoX, including Jacob Butter from the Butter Bunch. Who is me? Hello. I'm not doing the whole thing as Frieza, don't worry. But yes, welcome back to the Butter Bunch. As I said before, I'm Jacob Butter, and this is something that I haven't really done much of. When Dragon Ball R&R first came out, I reviewed it on my main channel. At the time, I was not really qualified to tackle Dragon Ball in any shape or form whatsoever, and so I then did a remake on the Butter Bunch, a re-review of the same thing. And now MasakoX has done a new series based on another What If of his, which I've been anticipating ever since it was announced, all the way back in the What If Frieza Turned Good finale, which, as you see right here, was 5 months ago. So, here I am today. Before I proceed, thank you everyone for the milestone of 100 subscribers. I know that we're at 167, and I do apologise on behalf of all 4 of us on the Butter Bunch that we haven't addressed this yet. There's a reason. We're still trying to figure out what it is that we want to do for that milestone. We have an idea, but I've got to run it by 2 out of the other 3, basically, to see if that's what we want to do, first of all. And also because March the 17th is also another milestone happens for me. My series The Mutant Girl on my main channel turns 2 years old, and I was on that channel at the time doing not only releasing a remake of the first episode, but also a 3-hour stream, or 3.5-hour stream, reflecting on that with all the cast. And also, there was the 5th anniversary of Phoenix Drop High, the AFMAL series, which I also talk about a lot on my main channel, and I have a stream series on there where I do a reaction after every installment of that series turns 5 years old. So I was very busy at the time. And now, because I've had a bunch of Pixelmon episodes, I'm doing catch-up on that series as well, because that's another thing on my main channel that I've been working on. So I, for one, have been a busy bee. I'm sure that the other people have as well. I can personally attest to the fact that Emma and I have been writing certain things as well that we're going to talk about later. In fact, I also have a gacha series that I discussed with her, which we haven't really talked about that much. So yeah, a lot of stuff is going on, basically. But here we are now. I am not ignoring Revelation F anymore. I have yet to like the video because I don't do that unless I've watched the full thing. I'm going to go on full screen now, and we're going to experience this, for the first time. It's so keen. It's already doing it. So yeah, before we start, yes, you can see that these pictures here are Frieza in his android form as Droidy Boy. We have Yamcha. We have young Cheelai. I mean, I'm not sure how young she is in that picture. She looks sort of like her adult self. I mean, obviously she looks like her adult self anyway, because it's the same character, but you know what I mean. She looks more like teenage Cheelai in that one. I thought she was meant to be a child. I'm not entirely sure. Again, who knows? And this guy over here is Cuit, who I had no idea what he looked like beforehand. It's weird that the audio drama is the one that reveals this. I don't know if there's been pictures of him in the What If Frieza Turned Good scenario, because I tend to listen to those in the background while working on other things as well. It's somehow like it helps me absorb the series. So I'm very much used to the format of an audio drama for this sort of series. I can kind of see where he's coming from here, just to not do like a panel by panel thing like R&R and take forever. Although, who knows, that's been 5 months, so what do I even know at this point? I will say that Cuit looks like a green version of those villains from the BoJack movie. I don't remember what they're called. Someone told me that in the comments. You guys seem to be way more adept at Dragon Ball than I am, which is sometimes concerning considering what I do on YouTube. But there you go. A lot of you are What Ifers as well, so who knows. You've probably seen the series already, but I have not, so I thought this would be fun to do. This is not the 100 subscribers special, because again, we're working on something else. This is just something to pass the time and acknowledge the people that got us there in the first place, namely you lot. Let's begin now.
Frieza Log. We are now halfway between Earth and our destination Yardrat. It is quite the triumph to have heard of their resurrection after Trojan.
If you're enjoying this episode, support the series by becoming a channel member today. I may consider that, Masako, considering that my Athmal membership was terminated, not even by my own will, but to be honest, I would have ended it regardless, considering what happened in 2020. But yeah, weird to put that at the very start, 14 seconds into the video. Oh well. I do love the sound effects, though. Again, I'm expecting a lot of the Dragon Ball sound effects, which I'm not sure how licensed they are. I mean, I've got to wonder that myself, because I want to do other Dragon Ball series besides the What If ones, eventually. Again, not for 100 subscribers, we'll get to that. We'll get to it.
Trojan wiped them out for the sake of proving a point. Not only are we planning to celebrate with my master, but we shall also look to improve the power of our newest recruit, Yamcha. Although his power is rather impressive, and more than capable of dealing with most challenges that will come our way, a little more wouldn't hurt. For now, though, we can rest easy after many years of uncertainty as to what our mission shall be. Kit, have you decided upon a name for the ship's computer yet?
I thought that was something that you were planning on doing.
Kit, it is rather clear that I am far too busy to have come up with an adequate name.
Okay, so I'm interested now, because I think Kit and Frieza kind of sound like Masako's impressions of them, which is somewhat interesting. I'm going to check to see who's the cast of this, because he did say at the time he had a cast in mind, which is why he didn't do like an open audition like for R&R, which, fun fact, was the first voice acting audition that I ever did. No, the second, because the first one was a Peter Pan podcast way back in 2013. But yeah, when it was 2018, I did my second ever one. I didn't get it, obviously, because I was woefully underprepared to do any Dragon Ball voices whatsoever, but I hope now it's just testament to my own improvements, although I haven't done Ten Shinhan's voice at all yet. That was the one I auditioned for. I feel so ashamed I didn't go for Piccolo. I was originally intending to, but I think by that point I was going way too deep for my own self, and I hadn't actually got accustomed to the way that he would speak normally in this way. Much like Masako's own impression of him. So yeah, I just didn't do it. Which is a shame, he's my favourite character. I could have been Piccolo. Probably not, I probably still wouldn't have got it. Anyway. Huh. It doesn't actually say. After many attempts making a good story about this, thinking gives an idea about what happened if Frieza might start to think directly about the situation after the Namek saga of Dragon Ball Z. Would he be different? How do you remember King God as well? That's like the What If Frieza Turned Good description, isn't it? Not that I've seen those again, because I tend to listen to them in the background. There are a lot of things that happen after the match between him and Super Saiyan Son Goku arrived. Will he find the answers within DBZ? No, he won't, and you've proven that, Masako. I mean, it was mostly after the match with his brother Trojan in this instance. Yeah, so we got the credit of the intro, but not actually... So is it just Masako doing this? But that'd be strange, because then he would have done this ages ago. And also, I don't think it's going to be voicing Cheelai again. Not that I have a problem with his Cheelai voice, it's very similar to his Gohan one, but I don't know, I'm confused, basically.
Since you and the computer are so chummy, I felt you would be better suited to the task.
Jordy boy, look at me. I'm a mechanic, not a creative type.
He's quite right there, Captain.
What? You're
Ah, there we go. We do have a computer voice in here. In fact, I think I remember there was one of the promotional things was the computer talking. We never really got any characterization from the computer of the ship at all. It was not really described. In fact, now I remember this, Poir also went with them, didn't he? So he should be here too. Maybe not in this picture, maybe he's, I don't know, hiding behind Yamcha, I don't know.
Hiding with him? Why aren't you being particular or annoyed like you are with me?
Whatever do you mean? That was absolutely necessary, critical and vital to the mission. A lack of action would have been a serious blow to our mission, Captain. Honest?
Yeah, surely you would trust our computer, Captain. She's never been wrong before.
This feels very one-sided. You do both realize that I could break you two in half in one move.
Yeah, but you're not going to. You've gone through a whole character arc, Frieza. That's the thing. If you haven't listened to the What If or watched What If Frieza Turned Good, I keep saying listen to. If you haven't watched that series, then chances are you might not realize the extent, because obviously Frieza takes a lot from his crew now because he's endeared to them. Otherwise, of course, he would have vaporized them on the spot like he would have done, in times before. The classic, Minion 43. Might you come in? I need an example. That kind of thing. Without a second thought. But no. In fact, there were several tests, actually, including one that Frieza's master did, one they're going to celebrate with, Pibara.
Yeah?
Yes?
Then why do you choose to act all flippant with me?
Who's gonna upgrade and fix your robotic bits if you got rid of me?
And who's capable of steering this ship in the right direction? No other computer is as good as I am. I am one of a kind.
Yeah, it's kind of implied that Frieza was the one steering the ship himself after a while, wasn't it? As far as I remember. Because at one point, Masako said he was getting used to where all the buttons were on the ship, so even then... When did they install this AI technology? I'm not sure. I mean, you'd think it would have been there from the beginning, because, Cold Force technology, or Cooler Force now, actually, because that's what happened in the series. But I don't know. I'm not sure.
You got it, darling.
Darling? Ugh, I don't want to know. Anyway, we shall sort this blessed name thing out once and for all.
Whatever you say, droidy boy. So, what brings you here other than picking baby names?
He's here to talk about our destination.
Will you stop reading my Frieza logs? They're for my eyes only.
Sorry. If you didn't want me to read them, then write them down on paper. I'm a computer. It's my job to know every little thing that occurs on the ship.
Also, he probably recorded them on the computer system itself, I imagine. Unless he has a dictaphone or something, which maybe he does, but that'd be very strange to have a strange image of Frieza just having a dictaphone to his mouth going, Frieza Log, star date, whatever it is. I don't know.
Seriously, she knows everything. Mutiny here? Impossible with her around.
Are you quite done sucking up to an inanimate object?
Well, I do hope you enjoy your nightcap, Captain.
What? Thank you.
Yes, your favourite too. Ta-da!
You really should be nicer to her.
Why? She's programmed to run the Oh, you got me calling her it, or it her. Just shut up and make sure my arm is properly acclimated to the upgrades.
This is why I love Masako's writing, because he actually makes the characters feel like the characters. I feel like a lot of What Ifers in particular, but also just story writers in general for Dragon Ball, go over the basics, and the story elements itself, like this character does this one does this, and don't get me wrong, that's part of it, but what I think separates Masako out from a lot of people is the fact that he actually, not only voices the characters himself, but he just gives them dialogue in the first place. I mean, regardless of what people's impressions might be, just the fact that you can hear the characters speaking, it does say a lot. And yes, I know the idea of that dialogue was not entirely necessary all the time. I am in a scriptwriting course, so it kind of makes sense. We were told to use a little dialogue as possible in our script writing, but for what ifs, I think it works. Dare I say.
That is the other reason I am here.
All right. Sit down over there, droidy boy.
One day you will stop calling me that.
Yeah, if I feel like it.
Probably after the series is concluded. I mean, I spent 15 parts or something doing it.
Oh, hey, buddy. What's the matter?
I'm guessing that's Cheelai.
Kinda missing Poir. Wish he hadn't felt homesick and wanted to go back home.
Are you joking? That's the excuse. What? Come on. That's why he's not in the picture. So, you tease the fact that the end of the part whatever, the finale, that Poir was going to be in space and you're not going to do anything like them with him. I mean, really. This is something that I think actually, not necessarily that's not to do with Masako, but just Dragon Ball again, in general, again, the canon series as well, they don't really take advantage beyond the original series of what, shape-shifting characters can do. Oolong and Poir in particular would be not necessarily powerful characters, but very cunning ones and very useful ones, depending on the situation. And it was thanks to Oolong's shape-shifting that they saved the world from Pilaf in the first place. And that was 13 episodes in. feel like there are a lot of examples, and Poir doesn't have like the time limit that Oolong did, because he actually passed his class, unless that was like a Spanish dubism. I'm not sure. I watched the original series in Spanish. They might have made some stuff up. I'm not sure. There was certainly a bit of censorship going on, but yeah, I don't know. I was kind of looking forward to the idea of the idea of, I don't know, a shapeshifter in space. Dare I say? The video that came out today that Masako did actually, which I have watched, is his talking about writing what ifs and the idea of like unlikely character bonds. Basically, I mean, you know, good example here: Frieza and Yamcha in the same frame. But yeah, Poir doesn't going to get any spotlight ever. And Masako said in the video that Dragon Ball has already like a huge cast of colorful characters to choose from for these scenarios. I mean, you can even have, like, you know, a child version of Cheelai in the middle of it. Again, super missed opportunity. Because, again, the most underutilized characters sometimes are the ones in the original series. We complain about you know, Tenshinhan and Chaozu and all those people that, you know, getting the shaft later on in the series when they haven't got much else to do, but all the non-Saiyan characters just being left on the sidelines in Super, but that really started as soon as Z came out, weirdly enough. So yeah, justice for Poir, basically.
We're like best buddies, you know? Rarely have we been apart.
Don't worry, he'll be back.
You think so?
Oh yeah, you think so? I hope so. I hope so.
Sure I do. Space travel's kinda intense. Is this the first time you and Poir have been away from Earth?
Yeah, actually. My friends had been in space once to go to Namek, hence why we know Frieza the way we do, but us two, though? No, first time.
There! Poir will come back when he's good and ready. It was a bit of a blur you signing up, I must admit. For those new to it, it can be pretty scary, and from what I saw, he seemed pretty nervous. But with that finger doohickey thing Frieza can do, we can pick him up whenever.
Hey, yeah! That's true! Okay, wait 1 second. Hey, King Kai!
Yamcha, why are you calling at this hour?
Yeah, we're getting King Kai in this, and Poir's not getting introduced. The person who was supposed to be there. I'm surprised about all the people calling King Kai. I mean, he's not a cell phone, he said so himself.
What do you want?
Can you send a message to Poir telling him to sit tight and we can pick him up when he's ready to join us?
Yamcha, I'm not a telephone operator, but...
There we go.
All right, this once.
No sweat, King Kai. Thank you.
Huh? Why were you talking to yourself?
Oh, don't worry, talking to God.
I say talking, more like shouting.
Oh, right. Sorry. That was King Kai, one of my old teachers. He can communicate with us telepathically, so I'd use my in with him to tell Poir to be ready.
Yeah, I heard that bit. Was he cool with you calling so suddenly?
Yeah, sure he was.
He's never cool with him calling.
We're really good friends.
All right. Anyway, I wanted to ask you whether you'd like to do some training. Ready for whenever we get some work.
Training? Like what kind of training?
Oh, you know, stealth stuff, not being seen, stealing vital evidence of the corrupt, or retrieving important documents. That and maybe the occasional beating up of some bad guys.
Sounds good. I can suppress my energy really well, so scouters shouldn't be able to sense me.
Nice. Let's go then.
Let's do it.
That's one of the things that was teased in the original, was the bond between Yamcha and Cheelai, because they kind of have the similar functions when they were introduced as characters. So yeah, I guess maybe that's why Poir has gone. I'm sorry, I'm dwelling on that too much. I need to move on with that. Yeah.
Computer, activate the training bay.
Ooh, training, are we? Exciting! What would you like me to simulate?
Oh, just some level 3 sneaking simulations. Want to keep it simple for our first session.
Are you sure, Cheelai? Level 3 seems rather low for your skill set.
Nah, 3's good for now.
Hey, come on. Don't make it easy for my sake. Let's go with 10.
10? Really?
Hey, computers aren't supposed to question instructions. If I say I want level 10, then give me level 10.
I'm no ordinary computer, mister. I shall have you know that thanks to my circuitry, I can transverse this tin can to the other end of the galaxy and back quicker than you can blink. Master Kit built me to the highest degree to make anything possible, but...
Oh, so that's why. Okay. That kind of explains the connection between the pair of them as well, beyond the fact that Kit has more connections to machinery than he does to people. That was another thing from the original.
But if 10 is what you want then, alright. What do I know? Cheelai, do you concur with this request?
Yeah, let's go with that. I could do with a laugh.
I'll show you both.
He's gonna get eaten alive. Arrogance and banditry do not work well together.
Agreed, but it will be fun watching.
Computer, record the session.
And here we go, clowning on Yamcha again, of course. The old Dragon Ball staple. I am interested though about the about this training simulation actually, because if anything, that's more advanced than the technology that Bulma has actually used, I think, because most of the time Bulma's training chambers tend to be they focused on either gravity or just a room of isolation where Vegeta can just punch the air, as far as I've seen. So yeah, the idea of something to train up your sneaking techniques and also simulate enemies, that's actually a really good addition. And it actually makes it a shame this is an audio drama now. But oh well, we can imagine.
I want this to be immortalized.
I started recording as soon as he walked in.
Computer, you're the best.
Don't mention it. Enjoy!
Okay, so we gotta get to the other side of this room, retrieve the crystal at this marker here, and then get back here without being seen. According to the psi scan, there are 4 heavy-duty guards at every entrance to the chamber, plus another 2 stationed directly below and above. What's your plan?
I would just wail on him.
Buddy, this is a stealth mission. Level 10. That's as high as you can go without severe modding to the base program. This is serious business.
It's like you said, I'm the second strongest guy in this ship. This should be easy. I don't need to sneak about with my power.
Oh god, Yamcha, you have got no hope.
Watch and learn, little one.
You know what? I'm curious.
Again, little one, she sounds like a teenager still.
Go for it, big guy.
All right, here goes.
Computer, did you mod the program?
Maybe. Nobody trivializes my abilities and gets away with it. Don't worry, they are only simulated injuries. They'll vanish once the test is over. Besides, wouldn't you have done the same?
Yeah, you got me.
Stop it! How is this possible? Ow!
Yeah, how is it possible? He's sustaining actual pain from simulated injuries. I'm wondering about that.
Second strongest guy on the ship.
Where's your company, scum?
I ain't telling you. Your fight is with me. We'll face this. Now to finish the rest of it. There. Now to get the crystal.
Got it. I must say, Yamcha, this kinda worked better than I expected. Not exactly stealthy, but hey, it gets results.
I'm imagining that that's going to be the difference between the pair of them. That if they do team up for like a heist or something in the future, it's going to be Yamcha they're doing the distractions and beating up all the guards while Cheelai sneaks in, being small and stealthy. I imagine that. If anything, I feel like, Yamcha's always been a bluster individual in terms of his banditry. Not like he has any I don't remember him having that many cunning skills. I do remember him sneaking up and trying to steal Goku's Dragon Ball in the original series, but then of course being scared of Bulma, but that was it really, and that failed miserably, so you can tell that even back then when he was trying to be stealthy, it was not his style.
Just be a little quieter next time, okay?
Okay. Man, though, I didn't expect simulations to pack a punch like this, though.
Cheelai, Yamcha, report to the bridge. We've received an interesting job opportunity.
Yes, finally! I was wondering when we'd land some work. Let's go!
Hey, hold up. I'm kind of bruised up here.
Oh, right, computer, exit the program.
What the? My wounds they're gone. Wow. This simulator is sick! Hey, wait for me!
I wonder if that would count as a Zenkai for Saiyans. Not that Cheelai would like to think about that, she hates Saiyans, but still.
All right! What's the dealie, boss?
Ah, yes, Cheelai. This should be something worth your time. We've had a word from a nearby institution that a break-in has occurred, and some vital genetic materials have been pilfered. I humbly volunteered you and our new friend to go and check it out. 3,000 credits on the
What did I say? They're gonna team up.
table.
3,000? For looking around some building? Wow, that's...
Laughable. Why did you accept it?
Listen, Pipsqueak, I am the captain, and if I feel a mission is worth doing regardless of the price, that is my call.
Let me guess, no one else was offering any jobs.
The truth of the matter is that he's bored. Like, real bored.
Yes, that is a factor in this decision too. But I'm sure this should be easy pickings for you, Cheelai. 3,000 for looking around some building is a walk in the space park for you. Now, come on, chop chop. We don't want to be keeping the customer waiting. Also, tell them that Captain F thanks them for their custom.
Really? Captain F? I'd just call himself Captain Frieza. It's not, I mean, you know, it's not like he's still the Emperor. I suppose the name would still strike a bit of fear, actually. Maybe that's a good point. Yeah, I take back what I just said. That was dumb.
Captain F. Real original there.
I think it has a rather blunt ring to it.
Yeah, it's only got one letter in it. How much more blunt can you get?
I will ignore that jibe since you're new here, but oh, just get going.
Aye, sir.
Get going, Lieutenant Y.
Yeah, aye.
Are you sure it's okay to let Yamcha go out on missions already, Droidy boy? He's only just got here.
We need to test his mettle sooner or later. This proved to be a rather opportune moment. Not too hard, and yet not patronizingly easy. Let's see how he does. With our crew on their first mission since the battle with Trojan, and Yamcha being put to the test, how will this encounter for seeking out the thief of vital documents go down? What genetic material could this be? Find out on the next episode of Revelation F.
Oh, here we go. Now we actually get the credits. And yeah, of course, who's only Masako, as I thought. Oh, the computer was his wife. Cheelai was someone I don't know. I don't know. All did a good job, mind you. Again, Cheelai sounds a bit like a teenager more than a child, but I don't know. Maybe she grew up in the interim. Who knows? Maybe they've been out for some time. Actually, no, that doesn't make sense because they only just started. Yeah. Oh well, that was Revelation F, the beginning, and I love Masako's narration at the end as well. It feels different enough from like the Kyle Haybear style of narrating at the end, like, you know, next time on Revelation F and blah blah blah, you know, that kind of thing. I like this style in particular. I mean, that was again part of the promotional material and such. It feels much more tailored to Frieza actually, rather than you know, the main cast of the Dragon Team, because after all, this is something different. You know, different character in the seat of the main, and that needs some sort of different style to them. And you know what? I, for one, appreciate that. If I ever give Guzheng his own series or something like that, then that's something to consider, actually. Not doing the same thing. Making it stand out. Yeah, you know what? That sounds good. But for now, I'm going to leave things here. Let me know your thoughts by means of liking or disliking, and your comments, of course, on, again, the episode itself. Normally I say where the discussion could go, but who knows. Either way, I will see you all for another Butter Bunch video, which may be the Once to Go Mother special, I don't know yet, but it may actually also be a brand new What If. I'm working on something. But I won't tell you what it is yet. So yeah, see you all for another Butter Bunch video, whatever it may be. Toodle pip.